What's going on, guys? I'm just here checking out the Marvel announcements, so that as well why not get some other people in here if they're interested in talking about it. If everyone's just gonna be sitting here, refreshing Twitter, then might as well do it together, right? So let's see what else is new. I'm really excited for the Daredevil series, obviously. Um, Streaming spring 2024. I mean, that realistically has like the best chance of being the best Marvel Disney Plus show that we've seen so far. I don't see how it won't be. See, these guys usually post a lot. They're not really posting much. Oh man, yeah, just enough of a tease, huh? They're not going to give us the whole suit, unfortunately, but it looks good, man. I can't wait. I mean, the Daredevil actual series has a high chance of being like the best Disney Plus show that we've had thus far. So, I mean, how can you not be hyped up about that one? But yeah, I mean, big announcement. I can't believe that Black Panther is going to be the end of Phase 4. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but, you know, there's a lot going on now. I saw this yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that Avengers Secret Wars, Kang Dynasty, Captain America New World Order, Multiverse Saga, Thunderbolts all got trademarked by Marvel conveniently right before Comic-Con started. So let's see if there's anything else getting announced. I'm sure Feige's on stage talking about She-Hulk right now. Now watching some footage of Quantumania. Yeah, I mean, I like the Ant-Man movies. Um, Obviously excited about this one more so just because it's the start of Phase 5, we know now. So it's definitely become higher on my watch list now that we know it actually starts the next phase. It's not just another movie. Wong returns in She-Hulk. Dude, he's in like every other Marvel property at this point. Benedict Wong puts in some serious work. You have to respect the hustle there. All right, so this was a rumor. I didn't know this was true. It sounded too good to be true. 18 episodes of Daredevil. Like 18 episodes? That's crazy. I don't know if that means it's going to be all one season, but I mean, 18 episodes. I will take that every day of the week and twice on Sunday. So, God, I mean, that's the one Marvel property, right? That like came over from Netflix that I feel like is untouchable. They just have to do it right, man. They have to do it right. I'm sure that they will. I mean, they know how important. They know how important. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Modoc confirmed. I actually didn't hear that. That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, Daredevil untouchable, untouchable. So they really need to bring their A game for that series. I'm sure they will. They know how much the fans love that one. So I don't see them really steering that one wrong. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, everyone's pulling out all the stops for this one. I mean, this really seems like an important Comic-Con to go to. I wish I could have gone. I'm not even kidding. I was like debating buying a last minute plane ticket, but no chance I would have been able to find a hotel or any place to stay. So, fortunately, here we are scrolling Twitter like everyone else, but I got to take another look at this too. I didn't think Secret Invasion was going to come this soon. I mean, I'm glad that it is, but I mean, I'm just trying to think of like which ones I'm most excited for here. I mean, obviously Guardians of the Galaxy, Blade, and the Daredevil series are probably the three I'm most excited for this upcoming Phase 5. At least if everything's the way it is right now on this diagram that I have up, then yeah, Guardians 3. I mean, I'm trying to like rank them. I actually don't know. I can't rank them. But Guardians 3, Blade, Daredevil, those are the three to watch in my mind, for sure. I mean, they should be at the top of everyone's list, but seriously, I can't get over the 18 episode thing for Daredevil. That's awesome. That's them like really giving us what we want here. MODOK confirmed to appear in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Bill Murray confirmed to appear in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'll take that. James Gunn on stage to talk Guardians 3 right now. Wonder what kind of announcements he's going to bring there. This is what I'm curious about too. Like, just trying to figure out what the Thunderbolts roster is really going to be. I don't think we have any way of like really knowing right now if it's going to add some new characters or they're kind of trying to bargain bin it from the characters that have already been introduced. But it'll be interesting to say the least. So who knows what's going to happen? Seriously. The end of this Guardians era in the MCU, huh? Okay. I mean, I think we kind of knew that, right? I wish that it wasn't, but I think we kind of knew that. I mean, that started filming, right? Like, I can't remember. I can't remember if that started filming or not, but, you know, that's going to be one to watch. Really looking forward to that one. I don't know anyone that isn't looking forward to that one, obviously, though. Like, that's peak. I mean, James Gunn has proved that he can do absolutely zero wrong. First Guardians is mint. I don't know if you guys saw it, but that the season of Peacemaker was unbelievable. Like, I love Peacemaker, so Rayhan Sambo, what's going on, man? How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Just talking some Marvel news, more specifically some James Gunn news. So it's an exciting night. We'll see what happens here. A lot of stuff coming out. Fuck. God, everyone there taking a look at Guardians of the Galaxy 3 live now, huh? I'm jealous of that. It's really cool. Let's see. Anything else from Culture Crave? They're usually really, really fast with this stuff. Bill Murray, MODOK, Phase 5 ends with Thunderbolts. July 26. I'm trying to think. 2 years for Phase 5. Is that short? I can't tell if that's short for a phase or not. I mean, I'm trying to think. Phase 4. I mean, I think it's probably, Phase 4 just seems longer because of the TV shows. Like, all the TV shows spread out through this phase currently that we're in really kind of, like, throws you off with how long this phase is. But yeah, it's definitely exciting to see what's coming next. And I mean, it's 8:47 I don't know if the panel's only an hour long, but that means that Black Panther trailer should be coming. I mean, we're all waiting here for that Black Panther trailer. I know I am. I made a little video on it earlier. Curious, like, what you guys are like. What do you want to get from the trailer? Because the way I see it right now, like, this has been one of the most like hush hush Marvel projects that they've made in a long time. It's one of those things where it's like we don't know who the main character is. It's probably going to be like an ensemble movie more than anything else, like maybe just around the characters from Wakanda that we met in the first movie. We don't know what they're going to do with the Black Panther mantle. We don't know who the villain is, but it's probably going to be Namor, just from what I've been hearing out in the on the Twitter space, pretty much. And we just don't really know the plot of the movie. Like, what I think it's going to be right now is it's going to involve Ironheart, or what I've been hearing is it's going to involve Ironheart. Ironheart's going to do something that's going to create a rift between Wakanda and Atlantis. And the plot of the movie is going to end up being like Wakanda versus Atlantis, like all out war, or, our main characters trying to prevent that war from happening. Which would be really cool, right? Because if that's the plot, then we have to see Namor and Ironheart. Like, that, they're pivotal to that happening. And more importantly, if that's the plot, then that means those two, unless it's the most like secretive, not show us anything trailer of all time, then they have to both appear in this trailer. So I feel like this should be one of the more hyped up trailers. So I'm looking forward to it. Like, I think that this should be hyped up. Like, obviously I like the first Black Panther movie, obviously. I think it's a pretty fun adventure. So, I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I'm still figuring out how I think Wakanda Forever is gonna play out. But I'd be surprised, to be perfectly honest. I'd be surprised if it wasn't Wakanda having a war with Atlantis. Just my 2 cents, and kind of like where I'm seeing things lean right now. I think that's where I would place my bet, but I don't really know. I won't know until the trailer drops, but I mean, the movie's coming out in like 4 months or something like that. So, I mean, they kind of got to start telling us like what's going on. So I'd kind of be surprised if we didn't get more information, like a lot of info through the trailer. So we'll see. I mean, it's only a matter of time before this drops. Yeah, I can't wait to see more Kang. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be like a highlight of the next phase, seriously. And what's the best part is like it ushers in the next phase. Like, since we learned tonight that Quantumania is the first movie of phase 5, it's great that like the probable overarching villain, which if you believe the leaks and the trademarks and everything, which obviously I do, that's like, you can't really fake the trademark like that. You meet this overarching next villain in the first movie of phase 5, providing you didn't watch Loki. Obviously we were a little familiar. We've had, what was it? He was just in the last episode of Loki, right? We have a little bit of time with him from that final episode of Loki. But if you didn't watch Loki, or even if you did, like, there's no way you got enough from him in that part. And, he has that chilling line that I'll be seeing you soon kind of thing at the end. So I think it's awesome that the first movie of phase 5 is going to kick off seeing a lot more of Kang the Conqueror. But I think they're just looking at footage right now. Okay. This is an interesting one. This is the guy from from Peacemaker, right? Which totally makes sense because that's James Gunn. Both of those are James Gunn. So, I liked him a lot in Peacemaker. That'll be a cool role for him. Definitely. Definitely looking forward to seeing that. And I know, I'm not going to get my hopes too high right now, right? Because I know that I've heard that Marvel's saving a lot of announcements for D23, which makes sense. So, we'll see what's happening here. We're still going to get some good stuff. Not all the stuff right now. Okay, yeah. I mean, they must be showing some footage right now or whatnot, since we haven't had a ton in the last few minutes. But it's definitely a cool little night here. Does anyone know, is it just an hour long? Because if it is an hour long, then it's like they're gonna have to show Black Panther like now. So I'm not sure if it's just an hour long, but if it is, we should be kind of nearing Black Panther time here. See if there's anything else here. Okay. This is not something I was expecting, but I'm down. Maria Bakalova has been good in everything I've seen her in, like that Borat movie, and I hated the Netflix movie, The Bubble, the Judd Apatow movie. Hated it, but she was still good in it. It was like the script's fault. It wasn't really her fault, so that's cool. It's definitely cool. Nice emotional little panel because it's the end of Guardians of the Galaxy. Which, I mean, makes sense, man. Like, Guardians 1 is really something else. Like, peak Marvel movie. Can you guys hear this? If I turn the volume on like I just did, are you guys able to hear that?
Sean Gunn is craggling.
Kind of curious.
Oh, and a little somebody named Will Poulter is Adam Warlock. And finally, Maria Bakalova as Cosmo the Space Dog. Did I leave anybody backstage? Okay. Good.
Okay. I mean, it would be cool to be there for a Guardians year. And I mean, this is the last one, so Baby Rocket Raccoon? What is this? I mean, like I said, down, but yeah, we have to be like mere seconds from getting Black Panther here. I don't see how we wouldn't be. It's got to be right around the corner here. I'd be shocked if it wasn't, so. So, who knows, but should be coming up like Baby Rocket Raccoon. Yeah, this is a good point. That's one people thought, like, just assumed that was going to get announced, Werewolf by Night. And apparently, I mean, from what I'm seeing on Twitter, nothing about that has gotten announced yet. So I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if we're going to get Werewolf by Night. I don't know if we're going to get Deadpool 3. I mean, it's been confirmed, like legitimately confirmed by really good sources that the Black Panther trailer should be showing tonight. I'd be very surprised if that one didn't happen. Werewolf by Night and no Deadpool 3, I understand that more, you know? But, I mean, like I said earlier, D23 coming up in September. They deliberately said that they're saving a lot for that. So, you know, I think that might be anything that you think was supposed to happen tonight that isn't happening tonight is probably going to get batched into that. So, I mean, you know, we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully we get Deadpool 3 and Werewolf by Night announcements at D23. That'd be great. Oh boy. All right. Enters in costume, huh? That's pretty funny. He seems like a good dude. Some stories have an end, doesn't mean everyone dies. Okay. Well, I mean, I didn't think everyone was going to die, but like, I'm sure some characters are going to die. I don't know why I just think after like the comments we've gotten from like Batista and stuff, like, I'd be pretty surprised if Drax didn't die. I don't know if they're going to get rid of, I mean, you can bet that these small, cute characters are going to stick around. Like, I'm sure Groot and I'm sure Rocket will be sticking around for the foreseeable future. I don't see, like, you know, in Marvel looks for those kind of avenues of comic relief. So they'd just be kind of shooting themselves in the foot by getting rid of Groot and Rocket. So I don't see that happening. But so who knows? But I don't see that happening personally. God, this would be a good one to be at, man. Next time, hopefully. The High Evolutionary is the one who made Rocket, huh? Let's see if there's any updates over here. I mean, other than that, it is 9 on the dot now, so not sure if there's more coming. Is it just an hour? Whoa. Fantastic Four, November 8th, 2024. Is that true? Meaning it's part of Phase 5, right? Not phase 6. Okay. But then what was the... Hold on. Where was that? Where did that, like, graph go? That's what I want to see. Where did that graph go? It's just, like, magically not here now? Okay. Okay. That makes sense. November 8th, 2024, and this goes as far as May 2024. So that makes sense. So I guess this isn't all of phase 5? I mean, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about that. Maybe... Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, Fantastic Four being November of 2024, but not on this phase 5 graph. I mean, I have no reason to believe that they would leave that off for dramatic effect for the next 10 minutes. So does that start phase 6? I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see if there's any more clarity on that. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so the trademarks are correct. Phase 4, 5, and 6, officially called the Multiverse Saga. Oh, man. All right, I love that they're doing this again. All right. Fantastic Four is the first Phase 6 film. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense now. All right, hold on here. This is interesting. Yeah, people are going nuts for this now. And rightfully so, I mean. Oh, what'd I do? This is crazy. Yeah, this is interesting here. Okay. So, let's go, baby. The two Avengers films releasing in 2025. All right. And it was exactly like what we saw on the two trademarks, obviously, which, big surprise. I actually didn't think they were gonna get announced this quickly. Like, I actually thought it was one of those coincidence type things where the trademark happened to come in at that time, but I didn't think that it was actually going to be brought up this weekend. So this is really cool. Like, this is like pass out worthy. This is unbelievable. My God. 2 phases announced. This is pretty crazy. This is really cool. I can't even imagine what's going to be in Phase 6. I mean, it's hard to be able to imagine anyway, because, like, those two Avengers movies we have coming up that are going to end Phase 5, like, so much is going to happen. I can't even begin to think. I mean, what do we think? It's like Phase 6, there's going to be a lot of mutant stuff. But, like, that's going to be the first time we get, like, an X-Men movie or something like that. I don't even know. Do we even have a release date for Deadpool 3? Like, is Deadpool 3 going to fall into Phase 6? I think so. But I mean, Fantastic Four, dude. I mean, the only thing that could be better right now is if they give me a cast, like some of the cast. All right, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever coming up. Okay, yeah, this is going to be interesting, to say the absolute least. God, and I know, I guess that they were probably going to do this, but I'm such a sucker for this, man. I love, like, what they did before with the last two Avengers movies. I love that they're going to be coming out in the same year. Like, that just gets me so hype. God, that is going to be so sick. Cannot wait for that, man. It's actually interesting. I don't know why. I just pulled this out of thin air. I just assumed when I was reading the trademarks that the Kang Dynasty Avengers movie was going to come second and Secret Wars was going to be first. I guess thinking about it more now and knowing that they're coming out in the same year, it makes sense that Secret Wars is the second one, but, you know. Yeah, dope. I agree. I think Secret Wars is, like, such a big monumental event. I never really read the comics myself. I actually want to go do it now before all the hype for this starts going crazy. That just wasn't one of the comic runs that I read. But I know a lot of people love it. I want to go back and do it. But I agree. I almost feel like the two Avengers movies should have been like Secret Wars Part 1 and Secret Wars Part 2. Not totally sure. I mean, who knows? It might be a long movie, but even then, that's a lot of stuff to cover with just one Secret Wars movie. So, who knows what's going to happen? I mean, like we've been saying, like, optimistic, like, a lot of time until then. So, who knows? Like, even though that's the Secret Wars movie, a lot of stuff that should have been Secret Wars might, like, slowly get fizzled in through the next phase, through certain other movies to kind of, like, take a little bit of the weight off their shoulders doing that. Black Panther time. Okay. So, yeah, Phase 5 of Marvel right here. Oh, man. I'm telling you. Guardians, Blade, Daredevil, like, there's no chance I get more pumped up for others more than those three. Like, that's going to be awesome. That's going to be really awesome. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm trying to think about, like, which ones, like, I'm the most on. I don't know. Like, I don't know if, like, Agatha needed her own spin-off. I don't know if... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Agatha's probably the one I'm most worried about. I thought the role worked really well for her in WandaVision. I don't know if, like, we needed a whole saga with her, but I mean, she's a great actress, so I'm sure, you know, they're not just gonna sign her to a contract if there's no story left to tell. So, I mean, I'm gonna watch it. Dope. Maybe every film after Secret Wars will be set in each city or something like that, but I'm hyped. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how they're going to do it. They could take it so many different ways, right? Like, it's crazy now how much Marvel has at their disposal, like the resources they have at their fingertips now. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm definitely excited for what's next. I think it's going to be really cool. I mean, people have been talking about Secret Wars forever, like since phase 1. So I can't imagine being in that room right now. Guys are definitely freaking out. So, and rightfully so. But yeah, this is a hefty phase. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Like it's so, I feel like, stereotypical now to be like, before everyone's talking about how awesome the MCU is and then like hate on phase 4. And I didn't love phase 4, but like phase 5's already looking like better. I mean, like, you've already got heavy hitters like Guardians 3 and Captain America pretty much paving the way when it comes to like established franchises from the actual MCU. I mean, Blade, Mahershala Ali, man, he's an awesome actor, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in Blade. I really hope that rumor's true that Anthony Starr is going to be playing Dracula in that one. I mean, because his Homelander performance in The Boys is chef's kiss, so I can't wait for more news on that stuff. But I mean, like, realistically, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, should change a lot. In February's like not that far away. So I just think this one's really going to like turn people on their heads that are like the people that are like against phase 4. Once phase 5 starts and like Ant-Man hits and we get a ton of Kang the Conqueror, like I think you're going to see a lot of them with their tail between their legs, because Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania should change like a lot. Like if we're going into, and I mean, they just gave the term out. We saw it that it was trademarked, but they just said it on stage. If this is the multiverse saga, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania giving us a lot more Kang the Conqueror is going to change a lot. So really looking forward. Like, I don't know about you guys, but Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania just became much more hyped up for me, knowing that it's the first phase 5 movie. Like, that changes stuff for me. Oh, who do I think the new Avengers lineup will be? I mean, I gotta think. Jake from State Farm, what's up, dude? How are you? Thanks for hopping in. I don't know who I think the next line of Avengers is going to be. I mean, there's still a lot of people that think like I don't know, do we think that Wanda is like, I think most of those predictions were before Multiverse of Madness, right? Like, I don't know if she can come back and lead a super team after the events that transpired in Multiverse of Madness. But I think, to be perfectly honest, I want Shang-Chi to play an insanely pivotal role in the upcoming Avengers films. I love Shang-Chi. I think that was, I mean, awesome origin story, fantastic adventure. And it's like, I still think it's slept on. It doesn't get enough credit. Like, obviously, best movie of phase 4 is Spider-Man No Way Home. But if Spider-Man 4 didn't exist, like, Shang-Chi would be my favorite movie of phase 4. The music rocks, the acting rocks, the fight choreography is crazy. And it was like, instead of robots and technology, which is what, our heroes usually fight in the most recent Marvel movies and phases from the past with Ultron and whatnot, Shang-Chi was so unique because it's like, it had mythology. Like, that dragon sequence at the end was incredible. Roblox saying, off topic, but is Moon Knight part of the Avengers now? I mean, I don't know about in the MCU. To be perfectly honest, that's a topic that I have been trying to figure out myself and feel like I'm like turning my head around. But I don't know where they're going to go with Moon Knight. I think that the most likely path is that they're going to take they're going to just give him a season 2. I don't know what else is going to happen with Moon Knight. And I also don't know if Oscar Isaac is kind of toying with us or not, because he, we've seen interviews come out in the past about how he like fought so that if he didn't want to return, he didn't have to return. There was no contract obligation there, basically. So I'm not certain what's going to happen there. But all right, let's see. King says Captain America, Thor, Shang-Chi, maybe Yelena, Hulk or She-Hulk. I also heard that we could see different multiverses. Yeah, I mean, so Yelena's a name that gets thrown around a lot, and obviously, who wouldn't be down for that? Like, Florence Pugh's awesome, great actress, was definitely the best part of that Black Widow movie. So I mean, yeah, I think that's a great lineup. I mean, it seems like Chris Hemsworth doesn't want to go anywhere. He wants to stay Thor as long as possible. Which, I didn't love Love and Thunder, but that's a great casting. That's always been one of the best comic book movie castings. So I think that, definitely keep that lineup that you've got going there. I'm just interested to see what's going to happen with, Captain America now that it's Sam Wilson. Like, Anthony Mackie's been a guy that I've loved watching for a long time, even outside of the MCU. So I'm thrilled that he's going to be taking the helm there. It should be really cool to see. Gordon, heard years ago about when Fantastic Four and Avengers were coming out, and I posted on the internet. No one believed me. Really? Gordon, how'd you find that out, man? You got the inside scoop? Interesting. X-Men, huh? I mean, give me all the X-Men content you have. That would be fantastic, obviously. So that makes sense, right? Because we might have been talking about it before you were on here, Gordon. But we were talking about how the way that the phases went, and we just saw like those graphs or those charts of how everything was going. I wasn't sure when that first X-Men movie was going to be. I was saying it had to be phase 6 if they had everything phase 5 already blocked out like that. But X-Men 2026, huh? I mean, I wish it was sooner. I know they just technically introduced the whole mutant thing. That was a little controversial with the finale of Miss Marvel, but I just want the mutants so bad. I need some X-Men content. All right, hey, this is what we were talking about earlier too. Namor confirmed. So we knew this, the trailer though. Yeah, we do need that trailer. It should be coming like ASAP. So who knows? Yeah, King, you're right. They didn't announce Spider-Man 4. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, there were all those weird announcements or those weird blurbs in news releases about Tom Holland's future, right? Like, there was never an official announcement, but there was like a lot of legitimate sources that were saying like Tom Holland signed on to do another trilogy and they plan on starting like decently soon or something like that. Obviously can't believe it until it's set in stone, like from the mouth of Marvel itself. But like, I don't know. I obviously I'm still holding out hope that Toby and Andrew show up. I mean, it would be great to have them in Secret Wars. Toby's my guy. Toby's the Spider-Man I grew up with, so would obviously love that if he popped back up again. Let me see, Jake. I think I just had that. Where did that go? Yeah, so there's not like a date, but it just says winter 2023, 2024. So I'm assuming it'll be like November or December of next year is when Agatha's going to be coming out. At least according to the chart there. Okay, we knew this already. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever is the conclusion of Phase 4. We even have the Heimdall sun reaction here, so... okay, yep, that's... We knew that already. Anything else from official Marvel here? Yeah. Yeah, King, like there's going to be so much. I actually feel like they've announced more tonight than I was expecting them to. And that interview came out, or that blurb came out, saying that they were saving like a lot of their best stuff for D23. So like you can't say something like that without like really getting our hopes up for D23, right? So I don't see how they don't have, like, they got to blow us out of the water with that, right? Like, they are setting themselves up for failure a little bit if you're announcing all this stuff. You're announcing Secret Wars. You're announcing, 2 Avengers movies. You're announcing all this stuff, all of Phase 5. You're showing us the first movie of Phase 6, and they're saying that the best stuff is still saved for D23. Like, I don't know where they're going to take that if that's the case, because they're giving us a lot tonight, more than I was expecting. So I'm not sure what's going to come up. Introduce Miles Morales. Yeah, I mean, that'd be awesome. Similar to the PS5 interaction. Yeah, I mean, I actually think people would give them crap, right? That it wasn't like original and they were just copying it from the game, like exactly. But like, I think that they did it right in the Spider-Man PlayStation game. Like, I think that relationship between Peter and Miles worked really well. Worked really well for me. So I think that it's just it would be cool if they stuck to that. And it's like, if anyone gives them crap, like, it's like, we did it because the story works. It worked really well, so. All right, Gordon, I'm holding you to that. X-Men announcement at D23, I'm holding you to that. I really hope it happens. I really hope it happens. Like, that will send me over the moon. Hey, Jake, thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it. Hope to keep seeing you on the channel around here. Yeah, hey, if any of you good Samaritans, you Marvel-loving Samaritans want to follow Jake's lead and sub, really appreciate it. I'm always posting new content and movie reviews and tier lists and whatnot, so really appreciate if you guys subscribe. But yeah, exciting night to be a Marvel fan right now. Like, they knew what they were doing. They heard that people were a little butthurt about Phase 4, and they said, all right, watch this. And they just dropped like 2 phases of content on us. I don't see how you just can't be over the moon about that. Like, this is really going to be something. I'm so pumped up about it. This is really going to be cool. I mean, who do you guys want cast in the Fantastic Four? I feel like I change my list like every other day. So I'm curious who you guys want. Oh, whoa. Black Panther trailer dropped. Tell me this, can you guys hear this? If I'm playing the video, can you hear this? Or no? Don't shed no tear. No woman, no cry. Good friends we have, and good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say. We get full on advanced stuff. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Okay, there is going to be another Black Panther, or at least someone donning it. November. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see what else is going on here. First poster for Black Panther. First look at Namor. All right. That's cool. That's definitely cool. So yeah, I mean, we've got a lot to look forward to here. It's like seriously a lot to look forward to. Trailer looked cool. I mean, it was exactly what we thought it was going to be, right? Like, it's exactly what we thought it's going to be. Ironheart shows up, somehow creates some kind of conflict between Wakanda and Atlantis. A war starts. We get Namor. Like, it's exactly what we thought. It didn't answer all the questions I posed before the trailer dropped and like before the panel started. Like, my questions were basically like, I need the plot. We saw the plot. Like I said, it's kind of like going to be war with Atlantis. We saw Ironheart and a little bit of Namor, like a tiny bit there. So that was my second thing. And then my third thing was what they're going to do with the Black Panther mantle. Is anyone gonna, take it up? Or is it going to be more so like there's a couple Black Panthers? Or is it just going to focus on these main characters that we met in the first movie? And it's more so going to be like there is no central main character. And it's more so that Wakanda itself is the main character. I know that kind of sounds like pretentious and cliche, but like Wakanda itself is probably going to be the main character of this next movie. And I feel like we saw that in that trailer too. Like it's not, it bounced around character to character, didn't focus too much on any one person. So I think that's pretty much how it's going to play out. I mean, I hope it's really good. The trailer looks good. It's the definitive end of Phase 4. So I hope that they kind of like end it on a high note. I'm sure that's been in the back of their mind for a long time. So I doubt that it will disappoint. I mean, Ryan Coogler's a good director, so I'm sure, he knows what he's doing. So it's only a matter of time. I mean, it's like the movie comes out in like less than 4 months, I think, or something like that. So we're kind of coming down to the wire with that. But yeah, I mean, the trailer looked good. The trailer gave me what I wanted to see. So, and now, I mean, that's probably the last announcement of Marvel's Comic-Con. Like, it's on to D23 at this point now, probably. I don't know what I think is coming at D23. I mean, D23, hopefully Deadpool 3 news. Hopefully, like, I don't know. They announced Fantastic Four tonight. So, hopefully they do, like, they give us, like, a cast member or the director. Like, give me more Fantastic Four news. Because it exists, right? Like, now that there is a date put onto it, it's in development. Like, as far as I'm concerned, if there's a date, it's in development. Even though they've been really good at keeping it like hush-hush and secret and everything like that. As far as I'm concerned, that's like good to go. Like news-wise, good to go. So I want to hear much more about Fantastic Four. Jake, you hope that in Phase 5 they add Ironheart to the MCU. Ironheart's in, I mean, what we can assume from what we just saw in the trailer. Ironheart's in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I think she's going to play like a pretty pivotal role in that movie. So I think that you're getting your wish early. It won't be phase 5. It'll be phase 4, actually. So I think, you should be a happy man. Yeah, this was an exciting night. More than I was expecting. Definitely more than I was expecting. I seriously didn't think those Avengers movies were going to get announced tonight. I literally thought it was like a mess up that those trademarks, people were able to sniff out those trademarks that got approved. I thought maybe they were getting them ready for D23. I didn't think that they were going to be getting them ready for tonight. So that was definitely cool. Yeah, I mean, just like looking at this chart, man, like I said already, like Guardians, Blade, Daredevil, it's going to be so sick. Yeah, Gordon, I mean, I know that's been bouncing around. I don't know. People have been saying for a while to bring back Killmonger. And obviously, I love Michael B. Jordan. It's been one of my favorite actors for a long time. Ever since like Friday Night Lights, basically. So obviously would love to have him back. I just don't know if it's going to happen. It might be a stretch to bring him back, but I mean, they went through more hoops technically to bring back Toby and Andrew, so I guess never say never. Would love to have him back. He's a great actor. The MCU's better with him in it, so. Yeah, I don't know if you're getting your Billy and Tommy wish, Jake, unfortunately. Rooting for you, but I don't know if you're going to get it. Would be nice. I liked the rules, too. I liked the, I can't remember. I'm like blanking now if it was Billy or Tommy, but the one that was in Haunting of Hill House. He's a good actor. I really like him. That's a crazy show, by the way, if you guys somehow haven't seen that on Netflix. It's scary as hell. But it's good. It's the good scary. Mike Flanagan's like an awesome, awesome horror director. All right, let's see. Any last minute stuff? Anything here? No. Going through the bargain bin. Okay. Yep. Very cool. Okay, yeah. Seriously, man, we got a lot tonight. I'm kind of surprised, not gonna lie. But I'm very happy about it. And like all those leaks ended up being true, like the trademark stuff. And like I said earlier, like I guess you can't really like fake that stuff. But well, Gordon, who do you think is in Killmonger's armor? I'm curious who you think is going to be wearing it. Because you're right, it definitely looked like his colors, which I'm definitely curious about because I don't know who's going to be piloting that. 8 projects will be announced at D23, huh? Dope. Okay, dope. What do you think they're going to be? What do you think the 8 are going to be? Or at least a couple of them. I mean, naming 8's a lot, so you don't have to name 8 if you don't want to, but I'm curious what you think. I mean, one of them's going to be an X-Men or Mutants movie. I know that. Another one's probably going to be Deadpool 3. I'm not sure what else we're going to see. Maybe, I mean, this is wishful thinking because this is just what I want. I don't know if this is going to happen this soon. I want Ghost Rider. Like, I want a Ghost Rider movie. I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know if they're really keeping it under wraps and they've kind of like worked stuff behind the scenes regarding that, or if they've done nothing with that so far. But 8 projects now at D23. Like, I can't right off the top of my head, like, think of 8 right off the bat that we haven't heard about already. So that would lead me to believe, like, maybe there's something to that. Like, it might be more of an obvious answer than I'm expecting. Like, the ones that I want might actually be the ones that are getting announced at D23, which would be awesome. But I don't know. What do you guys think? If another 8 projects are getting announced at D23, what do you think they're going to end up being? I'm curious what you guys have to say about that. Because it's going to be heavy hitters. Like, I know that. We already talked about this. Like, they said they're saving their best announcers for D23, and that kind of floors me a little bit because they announced a lot tonight. Like, they announced a lot tonight. We got 2 Avenger movies announced. That's like top tier leading project. It's just we were fed tonight, and they're saying their best is yet to come. Like, their dessert, their second helping is happening at D23. So I really not sure what they're gonna announce at D23. I know it's gonna be really good. Like, I know that doesn't really help us figure it out, but I know it's going to be really good. I'm just not really sure. So we'll just have to wait and see because, I mean, what is it? It's September, right? Like, that's right around the corner. That's legitimately right around the corner. So I'm not like, I'm dying for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm dying for these announcements, but it's only like a month and a half away, which is really nice. Like, I can wait that long. They gave me enough. They gave me enough tonight that for like the next 6 weeks, I can digest that. And oh man, Gordon, you think the next Spider-Man film announced D23? I mean, that would be crazy. Obviously, I mean, people obviously just go nuts for Spider-Man, myself included. So it's like D23 would be the place to do that. So, Dope saying Deadpool, X-Men, and Ghost Rider. Moon Knight, maybe a Moon Knight movie. I mean, you know what would make me happy is a John Bernthal Punisher movie. I don't know if we're getting that. I really hope so. Like, Bernthal is one of my favorite underrated actors. I think he's awesome in everything I've ever seen him in. So that would be great. I'm not sure. Like, I really hope Ghost Rider's announced at D23. But I just wonder, like, if they announce, hey, we're going to do Ghost Rider in Phase 6, do they already secretly have someone casted? That's what I'm curious about. Like, I've thought a lot about who should be the next Ghost Rider. So I'm really not sure. Yeah, Jake, I'm not sure. Like I said, if they greenlit it, they've got somewhere to go with it, obviously, and she's a good actress as well, so they're not gonna misuse her or waste her. But I'm not sure where they're gonna take that Agatha story. She was a really interesting villain in WandaVision. Obviously, WandaVision was really cool. Like, that was a really cool one. Like, going week to week. I don't know, Dope, what's happening with Nova. Obviously, what I hope is happening is that they announce it really soon and who's playing him, but I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going to happen there. I hope we find out at hopefully D23. Like I said, that's another project. Like, I feel like I can't name 8 projects that are coming out or being announced at D23. Look, so just thinking about the ones that have been rumored already, like, I feel like that has to be up there, right? Like, Nova. Like, that's my preliminary guess. Is like D23, we get like X-Men, Deadpool 3. Maybe like not even a title, but like just that the next Spider-Man movie is being thought about. Maybe that. And then I would love if it was like a Ghost Rider or a Punisher announcement. I feel like they're not going to announce both because Ghost Rider and Punisher, like, they kind of give off like that same rough and tough vibe. So I don't know if they're going to like double down. But I mean, if they do, I'll be one happy camper. I would absolutely love that. But I don't know what all the announcements are going to be at D23. Really wish I did, obviously. But let's see. I'm guessing that's probably it on the news. Yeah, hold on. We got to take a little closer look here. Yeah, it's really not a lot to draw from. It's really not a lot to draw from. It'll be really interesting to see who's in that suit. It's a cool clip. Looks really cool. Love the gold. And the little bit of like blue purple up here on the back. So definitely interesting to see where it's going. I mean, who wouldn't be interested in figuring that out? Whew. And that's a wrap, apparently. Now in the multiverse saga, phase 4 to phase 6. Is that true? Soups is saying the trailer ended with a female Black Panther versus Namor. Is that what we thought that was?
And when I wake up,
yeah, I mean, I guess it is that. That's cool. Dude, dope. Give me a Midnight Suns movie. Like, I would go crazy. And then you need Moon Knight, though. You gotta get the whole band. Like, Blade, Ghost Rider, Punisher, Moon Knight. Give me that Midnight Suns movie. I would absolutely go crazy for that. Absolutely go crazy for that. That would be really cool. If you guys are just tuning in, don't forget to subscribe so we can keep talking Marvel 24/7. I mean, that's literally what I love to do. So if you're here for the first time, thanks for tuning in. And if you've been here before, thanks for popping by again. We got a lot of really cool stuff tonight. So, like, I'm buzzing after some of these announcements. I was kind of expecting the Avengers thing after, I made a YouTube short about those trademarks coming out. So it was rattling around in the back of my head that those were going to come out tonight. But I don't know what I expected, to be perfectly honest. I'm glad I went in kind of just like not sure what was going to happen. That was the best way to ride this one out because there's some cool stuff in the works here. There's definitely some cool stuff in the works. Let's see. Any more official tweets from Marvel at all? Nope. 11/11/22. 11/11/22. I kind of like stuttered there a little bit. All right. This is gonna be cool. This is gonna be cool for sure. For sure. Okay. See anything else on the old home page here? Yep. Ironheart. Very cool. Wanted to see that for a while. We're finally getting it. I mean, it seems like whatever lull phase 4 was, and I know Black Panther's technically the end of phase 4. Marvel's just feeding us now, right? Like they're really hooking it up here. This was a crazy announcement night. Like no doubt about it. Would have loved to have been in the crowd at Comic-Con tonight because this was one to remember. Like people there tonight got to see not one but 2 different phases announced. That's ridiculous. It's really, really cool. I'm very jealous of that. The Adam Warlock reveal, even though we already knew it was happening, just having him in the building is really cool. The Black Panther trailer, and like I said, like I can't even overstate it enough. 2 phases being announced, and yeah, like we don't see much of Phase 6 yet. We only have Fantastic Four at the beginning of that, but like, God, that is cool. I can't wait to like read all the stuff tonight, watch see if there's like all that stuff needs to get posted tonight of like people that like snuck in cameras to the panel and everything. So I can't wait to like watch all that footage and see people go crazy and like what announcement made them go crazy the most. I'm looking forward to that. I always think that stuff's pretty cool. Yeah, so a lot of this like first look stuff. Free chimichangas from a Deadpool truck. I mean, come on. Deadpool 3 has to be D23. Like you don't go crazy promoting that a movie that came out like 5 or 6 years ago is finally on Disney Plus now. Like you do something like this because a new movie's coming out. You do something like this because D23 is right around the corner and you want to announce Deadpool 3. Like that's why you do this stuff. You don't just do this to promote that your movie got on Disney Plus and now you're giving away free chimichangas. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you do, but I think, I think for the most part, they're doing this because Deadpool 3 announcement is completely imminent. There was nothing about Armor Wars, and what is it with that new Vision? They never showed them again after WandaVision. Yeah, I don't know, Dope. That's a big question that a lot of people have. Like, what happened to that Vision after WandaVision concluded or subsided? We don't know. Like, I mean, obviously, it's Marvel we're talking about here. They're a well-oiled machine. They're not going to miss a beat. So who knows when that'll come back up again. In Armor Wars, yeah, I don't think they said anything about that tonight, right? I don't think they said anything about that tonight, but I think there was announcements about that recently that were just kind of like randomly trickling out. I mean, I'm sure you'll hear more about that on D23. If not sooner, like with something coming out about that, but I don't know. I don't think tonight was so huge that I don't think you'll get anything else from Marvel until D23. And I mean, I don't even know what's going to happen D23, right? Like it's all Disney properties, so I'm assuming we'll get Star Wars stuff too. Even though I feel like we've already had a ton of Star Wars stuff announced recently. Just kind of on Twitter and like a lot of Star Wars hubbub and whatnot. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. But yeah, I think you'll hear more about Armor Wars then. And like, I didn't see this earlier. With this promotion, I'm like, the Sully Streams seal of approval, Deadpool 3 is going to be announced at D23. Like, I would bet my life on that. Don't quote me on it. Don't clip this. But I think Deadpool 3 is going to get announced. Like, you don't go through all this and get a chimichanga truck to promote just getting put on Disney Plus. I wouldn't do it like that. Maybe we get him in a Scarlet Witch solo movie. The Vision that was like kind of left after WandaVision. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we already know how Wanda operates. Like, some form of Vision will be in the Scarlet Witch solo movie if a Scarlet Witch solo movie happens. And given that timeline we've been seeing tonight, that's probably going to be in Phase 6. Elizabeth Olsen's been like doing a ton of Marvel stuff recently, so I'm sure they're gonna probably give her a little breather. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot that's gonna come out at D23. I hope we get more. I don't know. I mean, they just announced the Phase 6 start with Fantastic Four. I don't know if like 6 weeks is. It's like, if you didn't announce more Phase 6 films tonight, why would you do it in 6 weeks? I understand they want to blow the doors off D23 this year, so maybe that's why, but I don't know what's going to happen with that. I mean, it's all like, the best I can do is speculate, right? Like, that's really all I can do. Um, I'm hoping. I mean, like I already said a couple times, I think D23 is Deadpool 3, Ghost Rider, hopefully Punisher, probably a Moon Knight update, like if that means season 2 or what. I mean, because how epic would that be, right? Like D23, like Oscar Isaac comes out to say, like, I'm going to continue being Moon Knight. Because we already know he didn't sign that contract that, like, stuck him to doing more movies or TV shows with Marvel. So I think it'd be cool to, like, to show the fans, like, I'm sticking around. You know, I don't know a cooler way to say that, but I'm sticking around, basically. I think that'd be really cool. But only time will tell with that one. So a lot of news from the panel to cover, huh? Yeah, there is a lot of news to cover. I got to start thinking about who I want in my Thunderbolts lineup too. I don't know who's going to be going in that. Gonna need to figure that one out. Excuse me. God. But, yeah, a lot of cool stuff. I mean, this makes sense too, right? Like the Ironheart show that we're going to get. So she must have a very pivotal role in Black Panther. Like, we know what I was saying earlier. Like, we know that she's in that. We know Namor and Atlantis are in that. I still have my money on Ironheart somehow creating the conflict that starts the Wakanda Atlantis war, but I guess only time will tell. Like, I just think the most likely scenario is that Ironheart does something to disrupt the livelihood of Namor and the other Atlantans. Is that what it is? Atlantans? People of Atlantis. And that's what creates the war. I just think that's what's going on. Like, Ironheart. And then, I don't know, we get that shot at the end that Black Panther, it looked like a female Black Panther, faces off against Namor. I think Ironheart's going to be at that fight as well. Not really sure. But it's going to be cool leading from those events into her Disney Plus show, which was, let's say, fall of 2023. Yeah. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool to see how they kind of wrap that all together. I'm not sure how they're gonna, but I think it'll be very cool. Very cool regardless. There's so much stuff. Like, I can't even think. I feel like I'm talking about the same 3 or 4 topics over and over again that, like, are really interesting me, that, like, right when I get off this stream, I'm going to be like, oh, I should talk about that and like that and that. Like, they've been so many announcements tonight. My head's spinning from it, but, like, in the good nerdy way, spinning in a good nerdy way. So I am super pumped about all the stuff that's going on right now. What announcement do you think you guys are the most pumped about? We got a lot, so I mean, I could be putting you in a tough spot right now. Like, I think it's hard to beat Fantastic Four and the Avengers announcements. Like, those two, I feel like. And like I said, if I had to pick one that has risen, like my hype level has risen significantly, it's Ant-Man. Like, the fact that they told us tonight that Ant-Man is the start of Phase 5 got me super hyped up for it. Like, I think that really kind of kicks it up a notch for me personally. I don't know if you guys feel that way too, but that really kind of, kicks it into high gear as far as I'm concerned. Maybe not for you guys, but I think that makes it something else. That really makes it something else for me. But yeah, I mean, I think we're kind of wrapping up on this one now. This is ridiculous, dude. What? How do we get one of these? I need one of these. Except I kind of wish, like, shouldn't the U and the L be green too? I don't know if I'm just like, it might be the like symmetry guy in me, but shouldn't the U and L be green to like match it? I don't know. I guess we'll find out at some point. Or maybe not. We might not ever. But all this stuff's cool to see regardless. Very cool to see regardless. Oh, man. All right, guys. It is 10 o'clock where I am. Been going for like 90 minutes at this point, so I'm probably going to call it. Appreciate you guys sticking with me, keeping me company, basically firing off some questions, comments, like what you're excited about in the MCU and these upcoming announcements. Crazy night for announcements. I can't believe we got Phase 5 and Phase 6 announced. We have a name, the Multiverse Saga. We have 2 Avengers movies. Like, Fantastic Four officially announced. It's crazy. So we've got a lot to process here. Dope. I am definitely into Star Wars too. I love Star Wars. Yeah, big fan for sure. And I'm excited about all the future projects coming up there. So we'll have to talk Star Wars very soon because I mean, who knows? Who knows what's going to come? D23 is like all bets are off. Like we just don't know what's going to happen with announcements at D23. We're going to get Marvel. We're going to get Star Wars. We're going to get, I don't even know. And I also loved the animation announcements that we got this weekend. I mean, I knew it was a rumor for a while, so I was kind of expecting it, but I'm hyped up for Marvel Zombies. I wasn't like a big what if guy, but I'm hyped up for Marvel Zombies. Like I like the hero lineup they gave us for that. I think it's an interesting one. I love that we get more like Shang-Chi and Yelena in that, so I think it'll be good. But anyway, I'll leave you guys with that. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so we can keep having these chats. I have to go live more often. I like going live. It's easy, it's fun, and you know, I like to start a dialogue and have the rapid fire conversation. So I'll have to go live more often. But thanks for sticking with me tonight and asking more questions, and I will talk to you guys later.